Many people say, hey, Loral, I want to work with you, but I read a bad review, so I'm not sure how to reconcile or do due diligence on it. Well, let me just tell you why you want to work with us. I'm the only person in the world, the only guru number one, that gives you direct access to my phone and 28 other financial experts, from corporate compliance to corporate structure to trust. And yes, we have trust lawyers. Lawyers have to be the ones to sign the final documents in your state. We have tax strategy teams. We have bookkeeping teams. We have crypto experts, real estate experts, gas and oil experts, you name it, RV storage, franchise, you name it, we have it. So we have business and wealth building experts. We specialize in marketing, teaching you how to sell. How do you get online digitally? How do you get a business up? One of the hardest skill sets for most people is to learn to generate money. Now, you can work for a company and get a paycheck, but being an entrepreneur where you're generating your own money and then managing cash flow, creating enough marketing, which is getting a lead to create a sale to understand your cash flow. And then taking that cash flow, instead of buying a lifestyle, you start to learn and buy assets. So we have a huge alternative investment education component to your experience. It's a one-time, lifetime membership, not $25,000 or $30,000 or $65,000. Some of the men in my guru category will charge you a year. It's a one-time fee, and it can be for you only or you and your family. We have this thick contract. It spells out pretty clearly over the last 25 years what we've done. I've made over 10,000 millionaires, the longest standing in the world. So how do a few people, in proportion to what we do, have a few bad reviews and call me a scam or call me things? Usually it's because I care about them more than they care about them. What they want is this. They see a YouTube post, an Instagram post, a TikTok post, and they want the result. So where they are is usually overpaying taxes. Taxes is what I call an invisible pain. So they want me just to wave their little magic wand and tap them on the head and have a magical result. Well, that doesn't happen because you have got to learn business and finance and money. Like, you just have to learn it. And there's nothing taught in the schools. People that are chiropractors, hair salon owners, doctors, lawyers, you name them, they're endless, where they're taught to have a very specific craft, but they're not taught how to run companies. If you ask doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, any of those kind of businesses, they maybe had 1 hour of business training on how to be an entrepreneur. So they don't know corporate structure, which is an expertise. They don't know corporate compliance, which is the minutes documenting over 230, at least corporate resolutions. See, the way we get this grand result that I talk about and quite frankly brag about is a trifecta. How you make money in a company allows you the maximum deductions, and how you invest, not just the stock market, allows you the best tax return. When people call and sign up for Integrated Wealth Systems, which is typically our big table, it is an active engagement. Meaning, I'm going to be your coach and mentor. I'm going to guide. I'm going to teach you. You are required and expected to read all 6 books, because that's where your study guide comes from. That's call it your MBA set of books, 6 New York Times bestsellers. And that is a mass bank account, not a business management administration degree. People sign these contracts where it's very clearly, like I just recently had a post and said, you didn't tell me there were extra fees. Here's in the contract, it says additional services acknowledgement and agreement. I acknowledge for the additional fees there will be incurred any financial vehicles that you might need set up. So for example, if you need life insurance, you need life insurance, but you're going to go through my expert, get a one-on-one private call, and then yes, you have to buy life insurance, but it is at least a directive given by an expert. You're going to have to be, the only other way to do life insurance is I'll pay for it, but then I want to be the beneficiary of your $1 million policy. Why would I ever do that? These are things you need anyway. You're going to set up a trust. This client who just wrote a ripping review saying we're a scam said, I was not told. Well, these are their initials right here. This says, yes, a trust setup is an extra cost. Life insurance, an extra cost. Ongoing tax strategy and compliance, extra cost. Why would I can't legally even sign your tax documents. We will do a review for free and refile, but you have to pay for the filing fee. So the normal stuff you'd have to pay with or without our help. If you need to get incorporated, if you need compliance minutes, those are things you pay for normally. The difference is you're paying for the normal things that you would have to do. You're paying one time to learn all the integration strategies and gluing it together. So instead of Band-Aids and duct tape, which is what most of you have for a plan, you actually have a thoroughly laid out plan that's connected. I's are dotted, T's are crossed, the companies are held in trust, the life insurance is funded to the trust, your corporate credit, your credit cards, and your legacy plan is all laid out in a blueprint. Who's gonna write the plan? You. We give you the guidelines, we give you the documents, as much unlimited help and coaching that you need. We have calls 5-6 times a week. We have so many phone calls. There's absolutely no way we could be fraudulent in what we do with the amount of support we give. So for those of you who just want a magic wand and don't want to read the fine print but sign it and then complain, it's all on you. So normally it's the people who don't want to coach, don't really want to do anything. In this situation, and by the way, we have less than a 0.25 complaint rate. For the thousands and thousands and thousands of people who come here, there might be one or two that scream. And it's because they signed a document they probably didn't read, didn't ask to understand it. The other side of this too are the people who send this out to their lawyers. If your lawyer's not a business lawyer and understands the value of being coached and being mentored and growing and forecasting forward versus just reaction and just filing some documents, most lawyers are going to say, because they've probably never been coached, they went to law school and probably never did any other mentoring or coaching or guidance in their life. So they're going to say no. So we have a very different brand. It's community oriented. It is structured for you to win. We make 3 to 5 year millionaires. My fastest millionaire is 142 days. Can't wait for somebody to beat that. So they sign contracts. They can't say this is fraud. They can't say they didn't know, but they do because they try to defame my name. Just wanted to give you a little overview of how fun it is to be amazingly successful and change a lot of lives. And I will continue to change lives in the face of the very few who want it to be, I guess, done for them, lazy, don't want to learn, let fear grab them. I don't know, but I care more about you than you care about yourself. I'm right here standing to deliver this contract.